In this tutorial, we are going to learn about linear programming and how to solve these problems which have their objective function and constraints both as linear through solver in Excel. So we will start with a maximization problem today. So the first thing that we need to have before solving the question is that you need to go to the data tab and check whether you have solver add-in here. If you don't have it, then just simply go to file tab, click on options. Now go to add-ins and you will see a solver add-in here. For me it is in active applications. For you it will be in inactive applications in case you haven't added it. So just click on solver and click on go. So you can tick mark this checkbox and press OK. So after this you will see that a solver add-in will appear here. So this is how it looks, and we will do it from scratch. First let's start with the question. So ABC Limited produces three products: mobile, laptop and TV. Profit per unit is rupee 1000, 2000, 3000 respectively. There are three key inputs required to produce 1 unit of output. So that means in order to produce at least one mobile or laptop or TV, you need labor, material and overhead expenses. So the details are given below. So for this question I've already formulated or tabulated the figures. If it is not given to you in the question, you need to form the table yourself. So as we can see, profit is given in this row. Labor hours required for 1 unit of mobile is 5 units, for laptop it is 6 units, and for TV it is 7 units. Similarly, material, you need 15 units for making one mobile, 25 units for making one laptop, and so on. For overhead expenses, we have 500, 600 and 700. Now this is the maximum availability of resources that we have with us. Further, they ask us that you are required to determine the product mix which maximizes the profit of the firm. So for the solution, let's just copy this table first. I'll paste it here. And let me also copy the maximum availability. Yeah. So first thing that we have to specify is the number of units that we want to manufacture. So since we don't know yet how many units will be there to maximize the profit, we will just write 0. Now the next thing that we have to do is we have to type in the constraints as we do in the manual course also. So either we can multiply one on one, all the figures, or we can use a formula of sum product. So first I'll do it manually for you, then I'll tell you how to use the formula of sum product. So for labor, I'll start with B20, and as you can see in the colored boxes where we are going into B24 plus C20 into C24 plus D20 into D24. So I'll press enter here. Since we have 0 in units, that is why our answer is coming to 0. Now let's suppose I change this to 3. So you see our answer is also changing here. So let's go back to 0. Now instead of typing it down manually, I'll delete this and I'll type the formula of sum product. So now I don't have to do it manually for every cell. I'll just select the array here for labor first. Then the second array is my units with which I have to multiply. Now I want to use this units array for other columns also. So what I will do is I'll fix it by pressing F4. So by $sign we have fixed it. I'll close the bracket and press 0. Now what I can do is I'll just drag down this formula. Now if you see in the first one, if I go to the formula bar, By the colored cells or colored rows, you can see that it pertains to labor and units. Now if I go to the next one and I go to the formula bar, this pertains to material and units, and the third one pertains to overhead expenses and units. So now we have our three constraints. The last thing that we have to do is we have to formulate our objective function. So again I'll use sum product. I'll specify my first array, which is profit, then the second array, which is the number of units, bracket closed, enter. Now I'll go to solver. First let's reset all. Now my objective function is here, so I'll select this one and I have to maximize. Now by changing variable cells, so I have to change these variable cells, units, only then I can maximize. Now I have to fix my constraints. So I'll start adding the constraints. The first one here is that the total labor should be less than or equal to 700 hours. Let me rephrase my maximum availability, because sometimes if we don't write it in absolute sense, solver can get confused and it doesn't give an optimum solution. Not necessarily, only sometimes it happens. Yeah, so let me go back to my solver now. So I'll start adding the constraints here. So this should be less than 700. My material should be less than or equal to 5000 units, and my overhead expenses should be less than 1 lakh rupee. So now that we are done with constraints, I'll go back to my solver. Now we have to select a solving method. So there are different methods. GRG nonlinear is for nonlinear programming. The problems which we have, where we have smooth distributions, smooth nonlinear distributions. Simplex LP is for linear programming, and evolutionary is where we have non-smooth, non-linear programs. Non-linear problems. So we will stick to simplex LP here, and I'll click on solve. So it is telling us solver found a solution. All constraints and optimality conditions are satisfied. Now in addition to this, I can publish these reports also, sensitivity limits, but this I'll cover in another tutorial, because not everybody needs these reports. So we will just press OK. So you see here, now my total profit is 3 lakh rupees, and in units we can see that solver is telling us to manufacture 100 units of TV and not manufacture any unit of mobile or laptop if we want to maximize our profits. So this was our maximization problem through solver. Thank you for listening. So as you can see, we had ticked on sensitivity report also and limits report also. So we will analyze it in another tutorial. Thank you.